Hello friends, how are you? I know that it is a very tough time for all of us. We are unable to have interaction with each other. We can't meet. We are unable to continue our learning and teaching process. But we don't have the other option. So that's why we have to adopt the new methods of teaching and learning. So you have to learn in a different way and I have to teach in a different way. It is also a very new experience for all of us. But problems are there, but we have to find the solution to these problems. Because how many days you are expected to stay at home, we can't say anything about that. So that's why our college decided to continue this process up to the end of this unpredictable situation. So that's why we have started these videos. We have started to make these videos for the students, for the benefit of the students. I know that you are very much anxious about your future. When will the college start? These questions are before you. Okay, whatever it may be, you should not think much about that. So let us start about the first topic. I am going to deal with the grammar topic. Just I have chosen the grammar topic because most of the students they may not have the books. The books are already available in the market, but many students may be at home, and that's why they might not have the information. The books are available in the market. So I am going to start with the grammar topic. And we know that grammar is the soul of any language. If you want to be very confident in any language, then you should have the thorough knowledge of the grammar. Unless we are confident, we can't speak fluently and we can't speak also correctly. For the correct speaking, for the use of the placements of the words, for all the things, you should have the thorough knowledge of the grammar. So first of all, I have chosen the two topics, very easy topics from the grammar section. The first one is the use of question tag and another is the use of rhetorical question. These two very important grammar part I have selected for making my first video. Whenever we think about the grammar, whenever we think about the language, first of all we need to frame a sentence. And how to frame a sentence? For framing a sentence, that we must place the words in a very systematic order. The placement of the words is very much important. When we say the definition of the sentence, what is the definition of the sentence? It is a group of words that express a complete meaning. Sentence means it is a group of words that expresses a complete meaning. Means not we have the words, but if these words are not arranged, not placed in systematic order, in given order, then that sentence cannot be called sentence, or only the placement of the words is not enough. That's why there is a group of words and it should be placed in a expected order. It is called a sentence. It should have the meaning. Actually, they must be meaningful. For that if you take the words randomly, then it cannot be the sentence. So for the sentence, it is the basic thing that these sentences must be written in a systematic order. This is the first rule of the sentence. Then the next thing is that how many types are there? When you are framing the sentence, we can't frame a one type of sentence. There are multiple sentences can be framed by the students, and for that he must be aware, he must have the knowledge of the different types of sentences. From this, the first one generally we use in most of the cases is the assertive sentence, or it is also called a declarative sentence or declarative sentences. What is meant by assertive sentence or a declarative sentence? When we want to state something, when we want to tell something, when we want to put the fact, when you want to give the ideas to the persons, communicate the ideas to the person. For that reason, we use the assertive or declarative. Declarative means assertive means the word itself actually tells the meaning. Means you want to assert something, you want to say something, you want to put something, you want to put your ideas, you want to put your opinion, you want to put the fact, and for that we use this type of sentence. For example, Mahatma Gandhi is known as the father of a nation, or Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister of India. Such sentences are called assertive sentence. For the another example you can also take, I am very busy now. It is also assertive sentence. We assert something, we say something, we want to tell the facts. So it is the first type of sentence. The next one is the imperative sentences. So imperative sentences are very much important in oral communication rather than in written communication, because when we use this type, actually the person and the listener, the person who is giving the order, who is suggesting something, who is requesting something, must be before each other. And in this sentence, when we want to give the command, when we want to request something, when we want to suggest something, for such situation, in such situations we use the second type, imperative sentence. For example, don't get there, fire at once, please come with me, don't get angry. Such sentences are called the imperative sentence. Through the imperative sentence, we want to request someone, we want to suggest someone, we want to advise someone. The another feature of this imperative sentence is that the subject in this sentence is implied. You is the subject always, because the person who is giving the order and the person who is receiving the order, they are before each other. If they are not before each other, then we can't say that it is imperative sentence. That's why it begins with a verb. Imperative sentence, it begins with a verb. It may be helping verb or the main verb, but when we want to use this sentence, the person who is receiving the order, the person must be before you. For that purpose, we use the imperative sentence. Then the third type is very much important type, is the interrogative sentences. So interrogative sentence, how to identify the interrogative sentence? Then when there is a question mark at the end of any sentence, it is called the interrogative sentence. Very simple way. In a very simple way, we can identify the interrogative sentence. If you find the question mark at the end of the sentence, then it is the interrogative sentence. And this interrogative sentence is used when you want to know something, when we want to know something from the other persons, and for that reason we use the interrogative. We ask the question. Actually, for example, are you playing? Are you very busy? Is there any problem? Such questions are called interrogative sentences. Okay, we are going to see in details about the interrogative sentences. Then the next one and the last one is the exclamatory sentences. So the exclamatory sentences are used to express sudden emotions of the person. Suddenly we feel something, suddenly we want to say something, and at that time this type of the sentence is used. For example, how sad it is, how tragic it is, or it is amazing, marvelous, great. Such words are used for expressing our emotion, or sudden feeling of the person is used in these sentences. So these are the four basic types of the sentences. So these basic types are used by the person to express his emotions, to express himself properly, because unless we have the correct knowledge, unless we have the good knowledge of these types, we can't communicate our ideas properly to the persons, or it may be difficult to express ourselves, to put ourselves, to present ourselves to the others. For that reason, we must have the thorough knowledge of these 4 types. Most of the times, simple sentence, compound sentence, and complex sentence. These are also the types of the sentence, but these 3 types are actually based on the clause structure. As per the clause definition, as per the clause structures, these are the 3 types. The sentence is classified in the 3 types: simple sentence, compound sentence, and complex sentence. But actually, the main types you must be familiar, and you must be able to form these 4 types. And for that reason, before starting the question tag, before starting the framing the questions, you must be familiar with these different types of sentences. Okay.